Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're talking about something very important in the current global defense scenario. The United States has just deployed its most powerful and technologically advanced naval strike group, the USS Gerald R, Ford Carrier Strike Group, to the European and Mediterranean regions. This move isn't random. It's a calculated, high-impact deployment amid growing tensions with Iran, ongoing threats in the Red Sea, and the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Let's dive in and understand why this fleet matters, what's on board, and what it signals to the rest of the world. On June 24th, 2025, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's most advanced aircraft carrier, departed from Norfolk, Virginia. It wasn't alone. It's leading a full carrier strike group, including several Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, a powerful carrier air wing with FA-18 Super Hornets, EA-18G Growlers, and E-2D Hawkeyes, and advanced radar and missile systems. Now, why send this force to Europe and the Mediterranean? The official reason is part of a regular deployment to support NATO and strengthen U.S. military presence in Europe. But unofficially, it's a strong signal to Iran and Russia, with tensions growing in the Middle East and the Red Sea under threat from Houthi drone attacks. This fleet is like a mobile power center capable of projecting force anywhere. Let's talk about the centerpiece, USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN-78. This is not your typical warship. It's the largest and most expensive aircraft carrier ever built, costing over $13 billion. Powered by 2 nuclear reactors, it can operate for 25 years without refueling. It's packed with the EMALS electromagnetic aircraft launch system, for faster jet launches, advanced arresting gear for safer landings, a flight deck that supports more than 75 aircraft, and cutting-edge radar and electronic warfare systems. This ship is designed to support 33% more sorties per day compared to older carriers, meaning more aircraft can take off and land rapidly in combat situations. Simply put, this is a floating airbase, and a terrifying one for any adversary. Why now? Why Europe? Well, 3 major factors. 1. Middle East tensions. The U.S. has issued a 2-week ultimatum to Iran regarding its nuclear program. Iran has increased uranium enrichment, and regional tensions, especially with Israel, are at a boiling point. 2. Houthi threats in the Red Sea. Iran-backed Houthi rebels have been using drones and missiles to target commercial shipping. The U.S. is already running Operation Prosperity Guardian, protecting vital trade routes in the Red Sea. 3. Russia's aggression. With the war in Ukraine still ongoing and Russia showing no signs of backing down, the U.S. is reinforcing its commitment to NATO allies in Europe. So, this carrier group isn't just for one mission. It's for flexible deployment across multiple threats within days. The USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group is not acting alone. It includes Carrier Air Wing 8, which operates F/A-18S, Growlers, and Hawkeyes for surveillance, electronic warfare, and air superiority. Arleigh Burke-class destroyers equipped with Aegis missile defense systems, Tomahawk cruise missiles, and anti-submarine warfare tech. The strike group has the ability to dominate airspace, defend against ballistic missiles, launch long-range attacks, intercept enemy drones and aircraft, and even provide humanitarian aid if needed. And here's something powerful. Rear Admiral Paul Lanzalotta stated that this group can reposition over 700 miles in a day. That's the mobility of a land-based air force, but at sea. This deployment is a clear message to allies and enemies alike. To Iran, the U.S. is watching, and if things escalate, military options are on the table. To Russia, NATO and U.S. forces remain strong, mobile, and unified in Europe. To China and other nations watching from afar, the U.S. can still project unmatched power across oceans. It also shows a shift in how the U.S. is using its Navy, not just as a warfighting force, but as a tool of diplomacy and deterrence. This strike group doesn't just fight wars. It prevents them by showing the cost of conflict. So here's the bottom line. The USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group is more than a military deployment. It's a strategic move, a signal of readiness, deterrence, and global reach. As global hotspots heat up, from the Mediterranean to the Middle East to Eastern Europe, the U.S. is making sure its presence is felt on all fronts. Let's keep watching how this unfolds. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more detailed, fact-based breakdowns. See you in the next one.